What's up, YouTube? Winterguard here. So, we've been playing around on the Horker quite a bit. I recently respec'd to a Berserker spec, and it seems like just the loot has just busted loose since the respec. On my second run of Berserker, I did get a Jaw rune in Travancore, and then after that, well, if you saw my previous video, it just went kind of crazy. We did a stream where we got a Sur rune, a Burr rune, and an ethereal head striker. So that's all in just the past couple of days. So I've decided, we were kind of playing around in chaos, and I decided to try and do a little combo seal popping technique. Kind of ran with it on the fly, still kind of perfecting it. And we'll do a test run here once we get a little farther into the video before the compilation. What I decided to do was do 100 runs, and basically what happens, I did make an Enigma with the runes that I got recently. So we made the Enigma. So guys were telling me that the breakpoint for the casting for the Berserker, or for the Barb in general, is 105, like the Sorceress. The Sorceress has one more breakpoint, but the top breakpoint for the Barb is 105. So we decided to go with, let's see, where's it at? Dual Whiz Spikes plus the one FCR ring gives me enough to hit the 105 breakpoint. So the teleport is actually quite quick and what I normally run on Sork. So we were like, let's try and do kind of a weird horking seal popping thing. And so I did 100 runs, and we'll get into the compilation after this little test run just to show you how I pathed this. And it was pretty good. The drops were just from 100 runs, and as I'm saying, as you'll see in the compilation, the drops were kind of crazy. But let's go over the gear real quick, then we'll do a quick test run. I won't do a complete run. I'll just show you the basics of what I do. Here's the setup as far as gear. We go with the Grief on main hand. I'm actually running an Isted Alibaba on offhand. You can do like a Rhyme Shield, Gold Dagger. The offhand for a Berserker doesn't matter, so whatever you're comfortable with here. If you want a little more defense, chance a little bit of blocking or damage mitigation, you could put a shield here, a Rhyme Shield or something. But we went with the double-isted Alibaba. Enigma, of course. We're running the Cham Shako just for, I had made this for Travancore for the Cannot Be Frozen. So this is my, where I get the Cannot Be Frozen instead of like a Trang Belt or something. We're up Gold Wrap, laying of hands for the demon damage. Of course, I need the 10 FCR here to hit the break point. This is actually kind of a crazy FCR ring that I got a little while back, but it's got double resist on it and a little bit of magic find, so it's actually a pretty nice ring. Then we're running a 29 Nagel, 49 Travs, and then this combination. This actually, I still got all my gold find gear on there as far as charms. And on switch, we go to the Whiz Spikes for the teleport, and that'll put you at the, actually you hit 110 with FCR with this. So with this setup, I hork on the main ham setup, so we're looking at 453 magic find. And I could switch charms out. These are, again, all gold find charms from running Travancore earlier. So we could switch this out and get probably the magic find up over 500. Pretty simple. But that's kind of our setup. And I'm going to show you how I know. I do this. The pathing is the same as my Sork, but we do the horking at the end, because what you'll see is when you do the seal pop, a lot of the bodies are still available, and you could actually hork those. And what I try and do is at least run around and hit the ghosts, because they have a little higher rune drop chance. So we'll do this real quick. Buff up, and then again we do the switch for the Whiz Spikes. And what I normally do is when I get into Sanctuary, I drop my TP here to keep these guys aggro. Then we'll go around and kill the seal bosses. Now you can do this a little faster and kill things quicker with the Sork, like a Nova spec or something. But with Hal, you can at least get to the seal boss and pop him and then get out of there and keep going. Deceased is kind of the annoying one. See, and we're going to have a little nasty pack here. Because the casters are always immune to the howl. So there's a chance of getting gibbed here by some of these guys, but actually we got pretty lucky here. And then we'll be off to the infector. Same thing here. You try and howl, just try to get the seal boss. But what you'll notice with infector is he gets kind of hung behind his mobs. So you got to wait for him. See, he'll work his way through eventually if you howl the other minions out of the way. And then you get him out by himself and pop him real quick. Hork the body. Sometimes you get nothing. And then we'll teleport around. This is my normal pathing. Get down and around to the second area here and back up. The TP will hold the first set of mobs when you go into chaos. So that pretty much will hit everything. And as you can see here, there's a lot of bodies here. So you can hork these, or what I like to try and do is at least, again, you'll notice that, see, there's just a ton of bodies. These, if you, well, can't hover over it. There you go. Stormcasters are the ghosts. You want to at least try and hit the ghost bodies. But, I mean, you can hork this at your leisure. There's going to be a lot of bodies laying around. Normally what I've seen is that the boss and champ packs, the bodies don't retain most of the time. I have hit a champion body occasionally, but for the most part, they're usually gone. And I'll just go around and just hork some of these. And we've got some decent drops. As you guys will see, we picked up some items doing this. So it's kind of you could do it quick as a regular seal pop with this build, or you could kind of take advantage of some of these bodies laying around and maybe hork out an extra rune or a charm or something. And then, of course, you finish with killing Diablo, but I like to kind of just weave my way around. See, a lot of these bodies will retain for quite a while. I've noticed in other sessions where if you go off screen for any amount of time, the bodies disappear, but that doesn't seem to be the case when you're horking, or when you're seal popping. So you can make your way around here, and a lot of these will still be up. I'm not going to do all these. We'll go kill Diablo. But as you can see here, there's a lot of bodies you can work your way through. I enjoyed it. This was kind of a different take on seal popping, and it worked out pretty good, as you'll see. We'll get into compilation after this and just do a quick recap. Nothing good there, but I mean, 450 magic find basically on this guy. You'll hit some stuff, and again, you could actually do this really quick. The teleport speed's fast. If you get some good packs, you can kill the seal bosses extremely quick with just howling all the minions away and just popping the seal boss. But we'll go ahead and get into the compilation now, and we'll do a quick recap at the end. If you enjoy this type of video, give me a like and subscribe. We're ending the end of ladder is coming up soon. As at the time of this video, I think we're probably going to be maybe 2-3 weeks tops of ladder before it ends, and probably be getting into a PTR and then eventually the second ladder season. But this is probably going to be my build in the next ladder season. I think I'm going to bypass the paladin and the sork and go to the barb first and see how it works out. But let's hit the compilation. Alright, as you saw in the compilation, we actually finally got our first Tal armor of the season, right? A couple weeks before ladder ends, and I've actually kitted out my Sork and my Pally with the Barbarian, my third character, which is actually kind of nuts. But we did finally get it, so we could kind of scratch that off my ladder list. We did find a decent amount of stuff there. I mean, we only found, as far as runes, we found the Lem rune on one of the horks, but the gear was decent. We actually got a Shaco again, which no big deal there. The P&B skiller was nice. I did miss this, and I did not record it, unfortunately. I did get, where's it at? I got another 5.5 light facet, and I didn't have the recorder on, and this actually dropped off the infector pack, if I'm not mistaken. And then when I went to clip it, it was not even on, so that was actually one of the drops, but we didn't catch it on video. It is what it is. But outside of that, we got, like I said, we got the Tal armor. We did get another facet. The double drop at the end was kind of cool with the Shaco and the Geeds in that one little area. That was kind of a neat little drop. But as you can see, you could kit some stuff out really fast with this build. Again, I mean, it's not. This is kind of the end setup, but I feel like you can do this and work your way up, magic finding some areas. The pits is probably going to be kind of a starting area since you could hit it early on. But I think even without the grief, you could probably start running Travancore and start magic finding that area pretty early into your build. It might be a little slow, but a Dwarf Star or two dropping, you could probably get you going pretty quick. The Dwarf Stars will keep that fire damage off of you and help out a lot when you start magic finding Travancore. But this is going to be my build going out the gate for the second ladder season, and I'll be streaming a lot of that, so you guys might be able to catch that. Speaking of which, stream schedule is on my description, so check that out. You could also reach me on Discord. But we'll leave it here for now. You guys have a great day. Keep on farming.